Cold. Isn't it cold, Lola? Ice. I nearly couldn't get in the car this morning. I was quite desperate. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, sorry, radio's still going. What are you after, Lola? Hello, Lola. Yeah, it was Lola's birthday yesterday. She was 5. Oh, you, Lola, you were 5. So it's a freezing cold one. Look at all that frost. Doesn't it look gorgeous? So we're on what, day 3 of this now? To be fair, hopefully it's drying the ground up a little bit. But you know what'll happen as soon as the frost goes, it'll probably rain or snow again, knowing our luck. I don't really mind it so much, apart from the fact that you've got to break all the waters all the time and then they just freeze up. You've got to hay them because they've got nothing else to eat out there when it's like this. It's just miserable. Like, we can't get the ponies out much. They're just going out in the afternoon for a couple of hours. Yeah, it's just a bit rubbish, Lola. Rubbish loaded, but I'm still convinced spring's going to be on its way soon. Anyway, I'm just going to go and check the ponies have still got enough hay. Oh gosh, grumpy bum. And then got a few bits to do, but you'll zoom in. Those daffodils. Spring is on its way. I'm convinced spring is on its way. Definitely on its way. Right, I'm back. Do that, and then I've got a few things to print off. There's definitely wars coming. Just going to ring and check how that's looking. Oh. Freezing. You know what? My bum is cold. Might need an extra layer. Legs. Oh. An extra layer on them. Look at that lot. Hello, guys. Hello. You alright? I don't usually give you much meal in the morning. Hello. So just heading down to see the horses in the field. Matt's already been down and hayed them all. They've all got hay. It's very frosty underfoot this morning. She's bloody freezing. But you know what, the sun's shining, so although we can get cold, once you're actually doing something you warm up. Just gotta go over and hay the others over there in a bit now. Look at that. Hello, boys. And Jimmy, Vernon, Savello and Shanti. I'm so gutted because Shanti goes on Monday. Going up to Greatwood to hopefully just live out his days there because his owners can't keep him anymore. Anyway, here's my lot. Are they? Yeah, Backline struggling. Yes, are you alright? I think her arthritis is playing her up, which is not what we need. Hello, fat man. You're looking well still. What are you now? 27, mate. Oh, she's struggling. Don't need this, Baki, you don't need this. She won't let me near her at the moment, but you can see there she's got arthritis in her jaw, and it's really bothering her. She was fine, she was eating, just head shaking a bit, but Come here, darling. Go. I've caught her. I know. I'm just trying to... Good girl. Good girl. Trying to warm her up a bit. Oh, it's alright, it just settled. So we've got Backline in. Let's see, look. So we've put the mask on her. And, good girl, sweetie. Let's just see. Underneath there, we've got the Lumina. Hopefully, trying to work some magic on her. Make her feel a little bit more comfortable. Vets were struggling. Obviously, you know, it's not really an emergency at the moment, they're saying. So we'll see what we can do. Yeah, she's so uncomfortable at the minute. And she's done so well. See? I'm kind of hoping that it's just the cold that's really aggravating it a little bit at the minute. Kind of a bit like, you know, ourselves with aches and pains, arthritis. So it might be that I'm going to buy you a heat pad later. See if we can pop that on your face. Just try and keep her a little bit more warm. So she's obviously struggling with the hay as well at the minute. She had a couple of sachets of Butte. Oh, enjoying having a scratch, huh? There we go. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, at least you come in and have a good scratch. Yeah. Oh, a few scabby bits in there. Oh, bless her. Not all bad, is it, Backline? Hey, not all bad. I'll get some of these. Oh, yes, got some scabby patches there. Someone's enjoying that. Oh, look at that face. I don't know whether that's doing her head any favours or not, but she seems happy. You okay? You alright? So thick. It's usually all rugged up now this time of year. Oh, you have got a few scabby bits in there. I know, darling. Oh, goodness me. Hello. Oh, all right, good girl. Good girl. Trying everything, aren't we, Baki? Syringed her 2 sachets of Butte. Tried a sloppy feed, but she can't eat that at the moment. Hey. Good girl. I think if nothing else, you might just have to have the vets out to give her as much pain relief as she can have, until we can get somebody to try medicating her, and hope to God that works. Good girl. I know, sweetheart, I know. Come here. Come here. Hey? Good girl. Oh, good girl. Right, so new horse is on its way. I don't know what's going on with this camera at the moment. It's just like everything seems to be blurry. I've just come in to try and get a better signal to speak to vets. Yeah, just struggling a little bit with Backline here. Obviously medicating a TMJ, not really seen as an emergency. Can't really seem to get anybody at the moment to come out and do it. So I think we're just going to have vets out to give her a lot more pain relief. The Equisage helped. She managed to eat a little bucket of sloppy feed. She can't eat the hay. It's just a bloody nightmare. I do think it's just a lot to do with the cold that's really aggravated it, but unless we can get it to settle down, it's not good. Oh, for goodness sakes. So yeah, it's just one of those bloody days at the moment. Grass is starting to thaw through, so I'm going to try and get some out while I'm waiting, and then I've got to rush over and get this new one settled in. Oh, sugar, I haven't even done the contract for it. I'm going to get that done now and get those printed off. I knew I should have done it last night. It's just one of those things that last night I was like, no, I'll have time in the morning. And then obviously this. So I've just spent all morning with her, really. Which is lovely. But now I'm just not getting anything done. Anyway, I'll go and check her as soon as I've done these. Oh, what a nightmare. Okay, bye. So when you're rushing and you're trying to pick out one lot of feet, another one outside the stable, somebody decided she didn't want to wait outside the stable. And we joined Lulu, who was not very impressed about the whole thing. Right, come on girls. Good job. Oh God, that's it. Squeeze your bellies through. Right. Finally putting them out. There's a little bit of hay out there for them as well. Come on girls. Oh. Right, hang on there. Phoebes, come here. Right, go off and eat the hay. Go on, Lulu, she probably will actually. Go on. Right, so I'm off. Lola, come here. Horses are out, most of them anyway. Tabby's in keeping Backline company. And then what I'll have to do is Baki can go down with the girls, the two ponies, tonight to have some company. She'll have to stay in. I don't know. Maybe she's better off out. I don't know what to do with her. Oh, it's a nightmare. We'll see. I'll see later. If I can get her comfortable enough to go back out and eat, I think that's probably the best place for her. At least then she might be able to just eat some of the grass. We'll see. It's so hard. She's had a couple of bute. I'll give her a couple of more bute later. If I can get having another feed. And then go from there, really. Vet's coming about 9, half 9 tomorrow, so that's all good. I just feel a bit of relief now. At least we're trying to get things sorted for her. I mean, even if it only just, it should be fine. She'll be fine. We can sort this. Bloody weather. Just buggers everything up. Absolutely everything. It's supposed to be like -6 again tonight, and then Friday night's supposed to be really cold as well. Oh, just make so much hard work and worry about them all the time. You bring them in, you leave them out. Well, I mean, it doesn't get any easier the more, the longer you've done it, to be fair. It really doesn't, because, you can't do right from wrong with them. I hate changing their routines. I much prefer to leave them in the routine as much as we can. I prefer them out and eating as much as they can, so they're not stuck in. It's really hard. And then of course the problem is everyone panics. It's like, oh my God, they're going to be too cold. Have they got a rug on? Have they got this on? And then why aren't they in? It's like, oh, I'm trying to do the best. Anyway, I'm off. Back in the house, just quickly now trying to sort out some food for Marshall, and then Matt's taking him off to Beavers, so I can stay here and keep an eye on Baki. She was just neighing as we came in, so yeah, she's coming round. She's had quite a lot of sedation because of so they've injected right into here, obviously all her jaw, so fingers crossed. I mean, just noticed there's a Christmas wreath up there. It's always something, isn't there? Oh God, oh well, you can put that back. There's a couple of other bits I found. So yeah, fingers crossed that when I get a chance to go back out, she'll be all right. We can move her down to sleep in the bottom stables with the ponies tonight. And then, yeah, we've just got to keep everything crossed over the next few days that she does get more comfortable and everything's okay. Because obviously she doesn't eat. Doesn't even worth thinking about. I'm not going to. She's going to be fine. So yeah, horses. Right, I feel exhausted. Anyway, yeah, we'll see you in a little bit. So, pitch black. You can't actually see us, but we are going for a little walk, aren't we, Becky? No point in me absolutely. Oh, there you can go. You can see a bit of the lights. So we're walking towards there. Can you see us as we come down? Not quite sure you can yet. Good girl. No, we're just complete black, aren't we? Here we go, that's us. So it's actually not as dark as it seems. We're just in the dark. We're just having a little walk around probably because it'll make me feel better. So obviously Backline's used to being out at the moment because she's retired out with the boys. And she's been stuck in the stable all day, feeling very uncomfortable. So for my own peace of mind, we're having a little walk, aren't we, darling? Just because, I need to know that she's moved. So there we are. I'll catch up with you in the light in a little bit. So we're swapping stables now. Come over this side, darling, because there's a little bit of ice outside there, just a tiny bit. I've salted it once. Just keeps staying. Yes. How are you, Becky? Hello, girls. Come on, beautiful. We are going to see if she... Hang on, let me get the head cut. Okay. I'm going to show you there. And it doesn't look great in that light, but yeah, hang on. Just get that over her head. Oh, that is so good to see. I mean, she's had some bute injected into her as well, so the pain relief should be quite good at the moment. She had 2 sachets from us this morning. And you can see she's still uncomfortable. Oh, sweetheart, it's going to take a while. So yeah, she's been through the wars, bless her, but she's definitely a lot more comfy. Thankfully, the vets came out. Yeah, because I would have been, God knows what we'd have done through the night. I'm sure he looks a little bit better. She was so tucked up this morning. She'd obviously just got so uncomfortable. But it's such a nice sight. I mean, she's on slops, but then Baki's always been on slops for many years now because she choked badly one year. I mean, she's had some amount of wind ups, bless her. She's not great in there. But you know what? She's the perfect example, actually, of the horse with problems. And she's 26 now. Only retired like 2 years ago. God, that's gone quick. Well, probably not even quite 2 years, actually. But, I mean, when I first had her, she had seriously bad lock-in stifle, so I'm just trying to aim out the light. So, to the point where you try and move her in the stable when we were mucking her out, and she would just, like, fire a leg up and release, and we had no idea which direction it was coming in. And the amount of time she kicked me, completely by accident, just because the stifle's locked. And, oh, she was horrific. She just couldn't move some days. And when she came out of training, she was still bad. But again, it's kind of, the correct work. She changed shape, built up the right muscles. And I mean, touch wood, least of her worries these days. But she's never had an issue with them for 26, I don't want to shoot 10. Oh God, it's got to be at least 15 years. And you see her when she walks around the field now, she's a little bit tight behind. And she's always had this real dodgy near fall. So when you pick her feet out, and I can't even remember exactly when it ever happened. She's always been a bit funny on it. But you pick her feet out, and instead of actually, bending, doesn't bend. She's like, and she'd shake. And even with the farriers, you know, you have to warn them that they have to be careful and they have to just give her time. But never a lame day in her life, apart from when she stood on a screw. Yeah, she stood on a screw. And I had to unscrew it out of her hoof. That was quite interesting. And that was a couple of days or a day before we were supposed to go off to some championships. So yeah, that went out the window. But to be fair to her, she wasn't even that lame. She was just sore for a few days while I had to keep it strapped up. And yeah, she has been through it quite a lot, to be fair. She then severed an artery in her leg. I'm not sure if that was before or after the screw, to be perfectly honest. But she was galloping around the field like an absolute idiot with Postle when I went to go and get them in. And I saw her strike into herself, and the blood was just gushing. I mean, it was pumping out everywhere. Now, I am fine with any other horse at all. I'm like, you know, no, I won't flap, I won't panic. But whenever she's involved, seriously, it just sends me absolutely nuts. So maybe I can get a little shot of her there. Yeah, there she is, still eating. So I'm trying to catch her with blood pumping everywhere, in absolute panic mode. Matt wasn't around. I don't even know where he was. I think he was off helping with polo ponies at the time. Catch hold of her, obviously see the blood's pumping, know it's an artery. Then have to walk the two of them up to the field, from the field up to the yard. Luckily, my liveries at the time there were so helpful, trying to calm me down from being an absolute wreck, and obviously took Postle. I'm on the phone to the vet who is on holiday. I'm like, oh my God, because it's getting any worse. So, I mean, she basically just talked me through everything. And she was like, you just need to wrap the leg up. Just wrap the leg up as tight as you can, and hopefully you can stem the bleeding. So we did. Wrapped her up. Hoped it would stop bleeding. You know, once it's wrapped up, obviously, it's kind of like, well, is it going to keep seeping through or not? But no, we were fine. The yard looked like a bloodbath. Completely looked like she was dead. And again, this was one of the times where we were supposed to be going somewhere, I'm sure. But yeah, a few days later, weeks later, she was out competing again. It didn't bother her at all. Then she got squashed in the horse box one day when some idiot pulled out right in front of us and we had to slam the anchors on. And the horses all got jolted. She got squashed. And as she'd bashed her shoulder onto the petition, she came out in a great big hematoma. I mean, it was huge. It was absolutely massive. And I thought, again, that was the end of Backline. But no, we got through that. Back out competing again, and we've done really well up until this arthritis in the jaw. That was the end of her career, ridden career. Probably could have stuck a hackamore on her and gone for a hack still. And sometimes I wish I had, but do you know what? She's happy out with the boys. She's 26 years old. She deserves it. She's a woolly monster. Look at the state of her. Hello, darling. And look at that, she was just pushing her out of the way. So she's had 3 nice sloppy feeds today. Build-up cubes that I've literally just poured a kettle of boiling water over and turned them to mash. And then some alpha-A, handful of alpha-A mixed in and half a scoop of sugar beets. So she looks better for it. I think she was very hungry. But again, I've had to be so careful and I've been so paranoid all day about just giving her little bits. And she's got a hay net up there and some hay on the floor. I'll probably just put all the hay on the floor for her in a bit, but I just wanted to see how she ate that first before I tipped it out. So we're all good. Matt's took Marshall off to Beavers. I'm going to go and finish the stables up on the top yard. It's must be about 6 o'clock now. She does like to worry me. But I think the important thing is, you know, I saw her this morning. I drove back up to the yard in the car, and I always have a look at them, and they were hayed right by the gate at the bottom of the hill. And I could see her just kind of shaking her head a little bit. Now, had I not gone down to her, God knows what could have happened. And she was fine when Matt left her with the hay. So obviously what's happened is the more hay she's ate, the more it's got painful, and then she started, because he knows what she's like and what to look for. And yeah, I mean, when I went down to her and she started just galloping away from me, I thought she was going to run into something. She was obviously in so much pain. So, you know, you've constantly got to be aware of all the warning signs of things, and we've got to be on top of it. And I know, kind of like when I was speaking to the vets and the receptionists, they're like, oh, well, that's not something we can just do. And I don't think looking at the vet got my urgency, but to start with, it was kind of like, well, this isn't a routine thing, you know, she's in bloody pain and she needs it now. Otherwise, she's not going to eat. She's eating a straw. Yeah. Why don't you just eat your hay? Hay. Sweetie, look at this. Come and eat your hay. There's hay. Oh, goodness. She's not helping herself at all, is she? Anyway, I'll give you all an update later on her, but for now I'm going to go and get the straw out of her mouth and give her some hay. Oh, this girl. Yeah. Sorry for the funny torchlight. I can't actually see where I'm going now because I'm shining the torch in my face. Just heading out to check Baki, do late check. Usually Matt does late check, to be fair, but yeah, I'm coming out to see her. Got another bucket of feed for her. Right, give me the straw back. Give me the straw back. Oh, seriously? Yeah. I got you some feed. Baki, come here. Baki. There you go, darling. Oh. All right, come here. Shh, shh, shh. Come on. Come on. Come on, darling. Well, you've got to help yourself. I don't think she's had a poo in here yet. And touched her hay. Right. Good girl. I want her to eat without me holding it up. Just get her head down and get her eating. I don't think there's any. She's obviously dragged some hay across here. We've got no poos. Actually, is the important thing now. I've got to keep all the guts moving. Oh God! All right. Good evening. Ooh. Hello. You left a bit of hay down there. Come on, Phoebes. Just get you in. There is it. I've dropped my phone on the floor. Here it comes. Hello, Lulu. So what are you doing? Give me my hay. Come on then. Oh, where are we? Alright, trouble. You go asleep. That was Phoebes. Phoebes is violent. Phoebes is violent, isn't she? You cutie. We got so lucky with this one. We did. Got so lucky with you. Yeah? Marshall deserved a bit of luck, didn't he? He did. Look after him. all good on water. There's no point in putting too much in theirs because they don't drink more than half a bucket. No. See, this is why I can't do late check, because much time playing with ponies. Hello, Phoebe. Oh, good girl. I know, sweetie. It took a few days last time for her. Just got to keep her going. I don't want to disturb her while she's eating. At least she's eating the hard feed. Yeah. Get her sorted in the morning. Where the dog is. I'm not giving you polos at this time of night. Get her out for a little wander tomorrow. And just, where is she? Try and get her moving a little bit. And she's had the equisage on as well. Give her a massage, she loves that. And pamper, aren't we? And pamper you. Girl, good girl. She's just gone to her hay. She's licked her bucket clean and she's just gone to her hay. Good girl. And she's chewing. Oh my God. Good girl. Okay, just take it slowly, sweetie. Good girl. Oh, thank God. Good girl, darling. Oh, that is the best thing I've seen. There's a great big hole in that hay net. So that's cool. I mean, she's got a load on the floor and in there. But she's obviously wanting to pull it from there, which is absolutely fine, because it will just keep falling down through that hole. I'm going to go see her now. Take a bucket out. Right, I'm going to say good night, beautiful. Okay, good girl. I'm not going to disturb you. Right. I'm going to leave you, okay? I don't want to disturb her while she's actually eating. Good girl. I will see you in the morning, beautiful, okay? Oh, come on, darling, you can do this. I know, but you can do this, all right? Good girl, I know. Come on, Baki. There we go, she's all right. I'm going to leave her to it. I so want to go and give her a cuddle, but I don't want to go over there and... Good girl. All right, beautiful. I'm still here. It's like gone 10:30 now. She just makes me paranoid because she's shoveling that much in her bloody mouth. But I can't stand here all night watching her. I could, but I can't. I'm already exhausted. Right, just be careful, young lady. My young lady. I've lost the dog as well. I don't go and find the dog. Right, Backline. Right. Be good, all right? So relieved so far. We're doing all right. We've turned a corner. Right, I'm going to go because it's dark and frozen out there, and I'm going to turn these lights off and turn the torch on. So I will update everybody in the morning. Okay. Good night, everyone. So So it's 4:15 in the morning and I couldn't sleep at all. We've come out. Hey darling. Hey, oh, looks good. She's been asleep and she's been lying down. She's eating her hay, which is great. I've just topped her back up. And there is poo. So far, girl. I'll see you in the morning now. And it is the morning. I just couldn't. I just kept lying there. And I looked at the clock and saw like it was 4 o'clock. And I just thought, I've got to get up. If I don't get up, I'm just going to lie there thinking all night. So yeah, I got up. Not as cold as I thought actually, what it is, because the tap's not working. Even though I don't really need it, I don't know why I'm just hanging around. Hopefully I can go and get some sleep now for a couple of hours. Anyway, hi everyone.